Syracuse Orange. Taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Syracuse's offense will get the first swing of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow.
Look at that toughness just running through everybody. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Syracuse right back at him. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The sure hands, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're just marching it and already threatening in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early, looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way.
Touchdown.
And this offense gets on the board.
With the grab.
Passing touchdown of the... I feel pretty... The first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. So UCLA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Duncan. Looking down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Kyle.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Syracuse right back at it. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position of getting points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
42 Spider. Unlock.
They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And the Bruins pick up the 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Power football with the run.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12.
3rd down coming up.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Now, 4th down.
Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Syracuse 7, UCLA 0.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Fourth and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on fourth and short.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game, and, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They try to pop a run on the draw. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Syracuse right back at it. Davis will throw. Hauls it in. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This offense has a second down play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Willis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your their best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Dropping back, it's Duncan. He makes the connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Syracuse will be forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UCLA will go back to work on offense. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Duncan. It's complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got his man in the middle. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
42, Spider. 4th, Tuna.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Safe completion on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Second down after that incompletion. Davis looking to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And this is dropped. Incomplete. A huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. You're going to find out here.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Going up top on first down. He finds his man. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got a wide open receiver. Off he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Davis will throw. Finds his big tight end. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Syracuse right back at it. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man down the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. They cough it up near their own goal line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you just go over the offense, like, bro, we don't need to do that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and they go talk a little trash to the offense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside and try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense. When they run the draw, they want you to run upfield, and you run.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
To the air on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Got his man in the middle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the...
Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Orange. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Line gets set. 1st down. He's going to pass. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
35.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. To the air, it's Duncan. Gets it out fast. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They keep attacking through the air. Pulls it in. It's Gordon.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Okay, ready?
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Think about when you hit those guys on the move, man. He's only flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TF out.
Wide out in motion. He's looking for a man on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. On target. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They want that clock to run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Trying play action. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it set up on the outside.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Flores. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
3-25.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. A 6-point game getting very deep in the 4th quarter, and the offense desperately needing to convert this 4th down. Fires to the middle. Got it past the marker. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now in a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Makes his connection. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal.
Easy.
Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game.
Timeout, Syracuse.
And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock. We've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. And this team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.